guys, so for this week, I know this is a little late, but I wanted to do my top 5 movies for 2012. It's going to be a top 10, but honestly I didn't see a ton of movies in 2012. This is my opinion. This is completely my opinion. Kind of agonized over this list a little bit, so I don't think it's perfect. And so let's start with number 5, which is actually The Avengers. I didn't even know if I wanted to put The Avengers on my list, period. I think The Avengers is a good movie. Don't get me wrong, don't get mad at me. The only thing about it is, I think the story's a little weak. Loki's not a good villain to me, sorry. Disclaimer here, I did see the Hulk movies, didn't see Thor, had no desire to, I probably will eventually. Hated Captain America, and of course love Iron Man. The only thing that really got me excited in the movie was Iron Man. It's an enjoyable movie. I don't think it's amazing, but I do think it's good. 4 is Seven Psychopaths. I just love this movie. I thought it was so much fun. I love seeing a dark comedy like this that knows where to stop the darkness and keep it funny, and I really think this movie did this really successfully. Number 3 is Chronicle, which I feel like a lot of people forgot about that it even came out this year at all. Love the concept. I love this idea of kind of naive teenage superheroes and them just kind of dicking around with their powers. I really enjoyed this movie. Number 2, Looper. One of the things that I normally don't notice in a movie but was really awesome in this movie was the makeup. I didn't even realize till about halfway through the movie that Joseph Gordon-Levitt was indeed the star of the movie. Especially in the diner scene when he's sitting across from Bruce Willis, you really see how similar looking they are, and it's so awesome. I think it's just a really cool concept, and a lot of people don't like the ending because they say it technically doesn't make sense. For me it does, because you have to think of time as a cyclical thing rather than a straight line, if that makes sense. I really enjoyed that movie. It was really fun to watch, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt is amazing as always. Now for my number 1, which I'm sure a couple of you probably already guessed. This is another one that was actually absent on a lot of people's lists, or lower on the list. My number 1 is The Dark Knight Rises. I really, truly think this movie was so flawless. I saw it opening night, and when the movie ended, me and my friends just literally sat there because we had to soak it in, because we were just like, that was amazing. I think it was such a good, perfect ending to the trilogy. Anne Hathaway was a surprisingly good Catwoman. The way she could just flip her personality like on a dime, especially in like the first scene where she's like, oops. It's just perfect. So perfect. Like, I can't do it at all, but it was so gorgeous when she did it. Michael Caine is also so good in that movie. A lot of people don't think it's as good as Dark Knight, and I understand their point of view, but I politely disagree. I disagree with anybody who thinks that this movie wasn't as good as the other 2 movies. In fact, I'm actually not the biggest fan of Batman Begins, to be honest with you. I think Dark Knight is colossally better, and I think Dark Knight Rises is even better than that. I think Christopher Nolan's a great director, and he really brought it home with this trilogy, and I thought it was just so well done. And in fact, I was going to do a review on this movie as well, but if you want to, I don't know how much you guys want me to just gush about this movie for like 20 minutes, because I probably could just go on and on and on, and I'm doing that currently. Again, especially 3 through 5 on my list, agonized over, so it's okay if you disagree with me. Honestly, I'll probably change my mind later. So let me know what your top 5 for 2012 were, and feel free to disagree with me. We can chat and argue about it in the comment section. Bye guys.